We begin today's series with the destruction of a Russian fuel and lubricants depot. Using Ukrainian-made drones, pilots identified multiple engage and carried out a precision engage. Next, another depot was engaged, this time containing ammunition. On that same day, Ukrainian operators also located an enemy diesel locomotive being used to transport military supplies and other materials toward the front lines, identifying it as a key part of the logistics chain. Pilots of the Ronin unit. March 27, 2026. During a routine operation engagement enemy positions and logistics routes, a UAV successfully engaged a generator, a truck, 2 passenger cars, and an ATV, along with the personnel on board. These actions were aimed at reducing Russian military activity in the Donetsk sector. Pilots from the Matterbirds unit. As always, they're doing what they do best. Spotting a lone engage in the middle of the fields in the Donetsk region, then neutralizing it. The invader thought hiding inside a building would offer safety, but that was a false sense of security. Survival chances in such situations are essentially zero. In the Donbass region, 2 Russian soldiers are seen transporting ammunition using a wheelbarrow. A Ukrainian FPV drone is redirected toward the position. The soldiers notice it and immediately begin to flee. The drone engages the ammunition-loaded wheelbarrow, triggering a large explosion upon impact. Temporarily occupied Crimea. March 29, 2026. New engage. A Russian SMCH multiple rocket launcher, one of the most powerful MLRS systems in the occupier's arsenal. Range up to 90 kilometers. A full salvo of 12 rockets can cover several square kilometers. Valued at around $15 million, this is the weapon used to engage Ukrainian cities and positions. One precise engage and the SMCH is destroyed. A reconnaissance drone goes in for confirmation. The camera captures the result. Engage neutralized. Crimea continues losing heavy weaponry, engage by engage. But this time the engage was not a single unit. Next to the already destroyed SMCH multiple rocket launcher was another important unit, a transport and reloading vehicle. It was positioned just a few meters away, remaining in the shadow of the main engage. It is precisely such details that often determine the scale of the damage, since along with the launcher, the enemy also loses the ability to quickly reload and reuse it. And that's not all. 2 more Russian SMCH MLRS units were positioned near the same hangar, which the pilots also detected and subsequently destroyed. As a result, in just one night, the enemy lost 3 MLRS launchers and 1 transport loading vehicle. Such results are of strategic importance, especially considering that to destroy this equipment worth hundreds of millions of dollars, the Ukrainian army used resources costing only tens of thousands. This episode covers events that took place on the same day, March 29th. This time, the engages were enemy rail tank, cars carrying fuel and lubricants in the Luhansk region. Reconnaissance identified engages on the tracks, stationary but critically important for logistics. After confirming the coordinates, precision engages were delivered. The result: the tank cars were destroyed and a massive fire broke out. Such engages are of particular importance. Fuel is the foundation of mobility, equipment, logistics, generators, and the operations of units. The loss of even a few such tanks immediately impacts the enemy's ability to move and resupply. We begin today's series with footage highlighting the work of pilots from the security service of Ukraine, focusing on the critical 1 second before moments. FPV drones capture the final moments before engage on the front lines. Ukrainian operators act with precision and composure. Enemy infantry caught in the drone's view often have no time to react. The drone approaches as close as possible, adjusts its trajectory, and then engage. This is the result of systematic work, constant surveillance, rapid decision-making, and highly trained pilots. Each episode represents another neutralized engage and another step toward reducing pressure on Ukrainian positions. Next in the video is a compilation of footage from pilots of the Signum Battalion. In the Lyman sector, the enemy is actively sending in reinforcements. The occupiers are attempting to move between defensive positions using small infantry groups. However, Ukrainian forces have sufficient drones at these positions and are detecting most engage. It doesn't matter whether it's an infantryman or a vehicle, the pilots are on the job. The section is titled 1 second before. Footage captures the faces of Russian soldiers at the moment they first realize the danger. FPV drones fly in at the closest possible range, recording their reactions a split second before impact. This is a compilation of work from a single week. Pilots from the Matterbirds unit are operating in the Donetsk sector. Different locations, different conditions, roads, forest strips, trenches, but the scenario repeats itself. The first movement or an attempt to hide, followed by the appearance of a drone, and the final seconds when it becomes clear that avoiding the engage is no longer possible. These frames capture not just the moments of impact, but the precise instant when the situation changes irrevocably. In the following footage, Luftwaffe pilots neutralize 2 Russian Bu surface-to-air missile systems.